we talked about this before with Malcolm and getting down and trying to avoid hits, avoid injury. But and the fans all get all the. Well, he takes a lot of hits. How do you coach that? Because I talked to Coach Niamat and he said, we don't want to take away his natural running instincts, but at the same time,
really it comes down to Malcolm, and just understanding. We've preached it. I've talked to him about it. Every game I watch, if I see a QB get down, I'll film it on my phone. I'll send him a clip of it. Hey, this is what it should look like.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a competitive kid, and he's just used to running and making all the cuts and stuff like that. But again, he has to be smart. Has to get down because again, I told him he has to last the entire season for us. So again, hopefully, as we continue to go on during the season, he'll get the message and start getting his butt down when he can, getting out of bounds when he can. So he'll last the whole season for us.
Well, that's what I say. I mean, he's as much as he wants to get those extra yards, he's more valuable playing the next play as opposed to going out. Keenan Reynolds was a master of this.
Yes.
I mean, I have not seen another quarterback at Navy that was as good at. He always knew just when to pull back so that he didn't absorb the full blow. Is it worth showing him film of Keenan or having Keenan talk to him? Or?
Again, I've showed him film. We've talked about it. And again, it's tough when you got a kid who's competitive, and he feels, getting the extra yardage is helping his team, but at the same time, there's a fine line between, getting extra yards, but also taking all those hits, So we just got to keep working at it. And again, hopefully, again, the big hit doesn't come and knock him out of a game or something like that, But again, it's a process, we're going to continue to get the message across to him, and hopefully, the message will get across to him.
Well, and that's another thing that Coach Niamat pointed out, which is what it is. He's a cutback runner, and when you're cutting back, you're exposing yourself to the guys coming the other way.
It's brutal. He's taking a lot of big shots cutting back, and then again, sometimes when it cuts back and it works, we all love it. When it cuts back and gets hit, we don't like it. So it's a fine line, my man. We're going to continue to preach it, and again, you can't. A kid like him who's a dynamic runner, you got to let him be who he is. But at the same time, he just has to learn when to get down.
So the last time we talked about the backup quarterback, Tiger and Perry were pretty even. You're still trying to sort it out. Not had a chance to revisit this issue, but obviously it looks as though Perry has taken control. What has Perry done to lead you to put him in as the backup?
Well, you look at the situation. All those guys were kind of in the same mode. They're all making mistakes. So I kind of looked at it and say, hey, you know what? Who's the best player of the guys? I think has the most potential to help us move the football and be a physical runner, be able to run the offense, and he's the guy, so put him in there. And again, he's been taking his lumps, but he's been learning a lot. Today, he practiced, made some great decisions. Again, that position, as we all know, it's all about decision making, and he's learning, he's growing up, and again, hopefully we can get him more playing time this year in the good situations, where we're up, and he'll get better. But right now, he's the next best guy.
Well, and he picked up a big first down for you in the Memphis game, but then also at the end he threw an interception. Now, granted, it was kind of a desperation situation, but I would imagine there's good with bad with Perry at this point.
There's always good with bad, and again, if he has to go into the game, you got to call the game to where, to help him out, to help him be successful, and that's always our main goal. The main thing now is just continue to get him rep after rep, and so he gets better, show him all the looks. And that's always, how we are. We always take 2 huddles into practice. Every QB gets the same amount of reps, so that's definitely helped him too.
And then last but not least, I wanted to talk about something positive. 2 of the throws that Malcolm made were just outstanding. As good as you'll see in college football, and he wouldn't have made those throws last year.
Yes.
The one in the end zone was gorgeous, and he took with pressure coming.
Yes.
What can you say about that, and how much confidence it gives you as a play, and Niamat as play callers, and also Malcolm to throw the ball and the receivers to catch? I mean, it's just the whole confidence in the passing game.
It is. It's mainly for him. Again, struggled throwing the football last year, but making those throws, those big time throws this year. I haven't seen I've seen that throw twice. Ricky Dobbs did it once, and Keenan did it. But that throw ranks up there with the best. I mean, that was a big time throw. And like always, it's just for his confidence, being able to complete throws. He came right back after that and threw a great ball to Mitchell. So the more and more we can do that, the more and more he gets comfortable with it. We can be a threat throwing the football. We'll be a better football team.
All right, thanks, Ivan. Well, the topic we've been talking about, I've talked to Coach Jasper and Coach Niamat, is you avoiding hits, not taking as many hits. I know it's a tough thing because your natural instinct is to run, get yards, get more yards, make that cutback. Can you talk about, though, that I'm sure this is a topic that's come up in the quarterback room and with your meetings with Coach Jasper?
Right. He just expressed to me that it's very important that I stay healthy. And, I'm not built to be taking all those hits. I'm not a huge guy, but, just changing my mindset, getting down when I can, getting extra yards when it's necessary, just having that in the back of my mind while I'm running.
How tough is that though? Because I know that you're always thinking, how can I get more yards? Your natural instincts to make that cut. Sometimes it's just better to drop down to the ground and live to play another play, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling that after the Memphis game.
Right.
So it's just something that I'm gonna have to work on, progress through the season. That's what the team needs me to do, stay healthy. So that's just what I'm gonna be working on the rest of the season.
On a positive note, those two passes that you threw were outstanding. Coach Jasper just told me that there's only two other Navy quarterbacks ever made that throw into the back of the end zone, Ricky Dobbs and Keenan Reynolds. That puts you in pretty good company as two of the better passing quarterbacks in Navy history. How much confidence does that give you to know you can make that throw?
A lot of confidence. That's something we've worked on, me and Chance specifically, a lot during the summer. Constantly. So it feels good to see it happen on the field.
Well, I was going to say, and I mean, I think it helps the whole passing game. And moving forward, when the opponents see that you can make the throws, they're going to respect the pass.
Right. Either respect it or get it, the ball thrown. So,
right.
That opens up the offense a lot more.
Well, we're here with Tama Tuatele, freshman linebacker for the Navy football team. And Tama, first and foremost, you're from Colorado. You're considered in a service academy. There's a service academy nearby in Air Force. What did you consider Air Force Academy?
I did. The coaches talked to me and whatever, and then just when I went down there, I walked around the place a couple times, and it just wasn't the same as when I came here. I felt like a better connection here, and that's nothing on them. I think it's just preference for me, and even my parents, they felt it too, and they were heavy influences for me to come here. And I talked to them constantly, and I was getting recruited, and just we all agreed that this was kind of like the place for me.
So you taking your visit to Navy before you took the visit to Colorado Springs?
Yeah. So I took an official to Navy. All my visits to Air Force were unofficial. I didn't actually take an official, but I've been there. Being 45 minutes away was.
You didn't have to go to the Air Force Navy game there last year, did you?
I did not know. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was busy.
How far is your home from the Air Force Academy?
It's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic.
Was there a factor of wanting to get away from home? I mean.
Honestly, not really. I'm a big family guy, so it was kind of tough for me to make that decision to come across the country. But like I said, it was kind of just I felt it, my family felt it. Even my mom, who really wanted me to stay home, she even knew that this was the place for me.
What was it about the Naval Academy that you all liked so much? Kind of what factors?
I think a big part of it was Coach Niamat. When I talked to him, something about him. He's just a really good guy, a great coach, and I could tell he really cared about his his players, and that's just. And the people here too on the team, I met a lot of the players, and they're the people I can see myself with for the next 4 years, and that's who I want to be like. So, like my parents always said, put yourself with people who you want to most resemble.
For your mom and dad, is it any kind of factor that Coach is of Samoan background? I mean, there's got to be a connection there. That's unavoidable.
Yeah, so it's kind of just like a Polynesian thing, especially a Samoan thing. We just kind of like we see another Samoan and we just, oh hey, what's up? How you doing? Like it's just like we've known each other for years, but
I bet they probably have a lot of mutual friends from way back.
They probably do. So I think Coach Ken went to he knows like my grandpa, my dad's side somehow.
Okay.
So,
right.
But like I didn't even know that before coming in, and I didn't even think Coach Ken really knew until.
We started making the connections, right?
Exactly.
On that note, I understand that you can do that Samoan dance. What do they call that again?
It's so the one I do is called the fire knife, and basically what it is, it's a stick, and there's like two ends, and you kind of like light it on fire, and you dance around with it. It's like a cultural dance, and
okay.
So that's
I was thinking of what the Hawaiian players always do with the
haka too.
The haka,
yeah. We do that. We whenever we have like big family things, we do that, and because culture's like a big thing, like in my family especially. So like my little brother, my older brother, my dad, we all dance, and my mom she'll dance, and she'll be like kind of like sometimes the background scene too.
Right. So obviously, getting on the field here as a freshman, it's not easy to do at a service academy for a plebe. A lot of things going on. Plus, physically you get worn down by plebe summer. How surprised are you by the fact that you're starting?
Honestly, I'm just really blessed and thankful for the coaches for even giving me this opportunity. I know also the year at Naps helped me. I got a year to kind of get used to like the college speed, like the college life, going to school, football, and having it on my plate. And yeah, just thankful for the coaches to give me that opportunity. And my mentality coming out is I'm just going to go as hard as I can every practice, because it's almost, I take it as it's like a job interview every practice, because you never know, especially with Coach Volker. He told me, it's practice leading up to the game is going to really determine who gets to play. So, I take that as just play as hard as you can in practice, show him that you know what you're doing, show him that you can do it, and he'll have that trust in you. And also just the people in the room too. I mean, we're constantly pushing each other, that little like friendly battle. Like, we're all trying to make each other better, and kind of play to the best of our abilities. And in turn, like everyone wants to start, everyone wants to play, but just that push, that friendly competition to get everyone else better really makes it better. So just knowing that who's ever out there is the best fit for that is just kind of just lets everyone
Well, it
else.
was a bit of a cram course for you. I mean, coming in a new defensive system, how much has Coach Volker helped you get ready? I mean, I imagine he did a lot of work to get a plebe ready to go for season opener.
Yeah, he did. He definitely like hammered it home to me that I need to I need to be on top of my stuff, because they had the older guys had the spring to practice, and I came in here the fall, and so I was kind of like behind a little bit with the new defense and stuff. So he hammered it home in the meetings room. He always asked me to make sure I'm okay, I understand everything, and if I have questions, and always just making sure I'm on top of it when we're out here on practice, and just constantly reminding me that if I want to play, if I want to, be out there, for him to trust me, I need to know what I'm doing, and that all starts with knowing the playbook and being able to execute it out on the field.
So playing alongside a guy like Diego, who's a real playmaker, and I mean, he is a guy that obviously already that we've seen is making a lot of plays. That's got to challenge you to try to match that intensity, right?
Oh, definitely, because you don't, as a defender, you don't want to be like that weak spot in the defense, because football in general is all about all 11 guys. Everyone has to do their job.
You don't want them saying, "Hey, I'm going to double that Fago guy," and then
we can just double, Diego, and we can leave him because he's not going to make the play. Like, you don't want to do that. So knowing that I have someone with his talent, his ability, makes me want to work just as hard, so that they can't really pick a side where they want to go. They can't really target him. They're going to have to, have someone to put a hat on a hat to make sure that, and that just lets everyone else make the play. Like, if I'm doing my job, that means someone else is making a play, or they're doing their job, and vice versa will make the play.
So first Service Academy game, how excited are you?
I'm pretty pumped up. Just a different atmosphere in general. Like, you can definitely feel the different vibe. Everyone's hyped up.